Hello, welcome back. This is What's Done in the Dark Tea, where we are recapping Love Island Season 8, Episode 21. If you guys could do me a favor, do all of the things, like, follow, share, subscribe, I would really appreciate it. You guys, this episode, I said earlier that Casa Amor saved this season of Love Island, and I wholeheartedly believe it. I didn't think that I would see a recoupling that beat season 6, Serena, that whole thing. I did not think that I would see a recoupling that shocked me more than that. Or even last year, Taylor and Olandria. I did not think that this season had the potential to have my jaw on the floor the way that this episode did. Honey, I was bored to death the episode 20, but 21 more than made up for it. I don't even know what I thought was going to happen whenever I first was going into this show, but I will say this much. There were certain men on this cast that I wanted to go home, and they were never going to get my vote. It didn't matter what happened. They were not going to get my vote. And now I feel that the women that they are with will also never get my vote. So I will not feel bad sending either of those people home. But we'll get into that. So the episode starts and we get a conversation between Kenzie and Dylan. They're saying that they really like each other. It does seem like Kenzie really likes him, but I do think Kenzie is a lot like Sincere in the way that she makes everybody feel like she likes them. I feel like, I said before, I think she did the same thing with Caleb. I just think that she likes that. Then over in Casa, we get a conversation between Corbin and Permita. Now, they're talking about just how aligned they are. This whole entire thing, Corbin is just nasty. But I feel like he met a woman that suits him perfectly, because I feel like she is so male-centered that I think they are a perfect match. But either way, they're aligned and horny. That's what we get from that conversation. We get a conversation between Sydney and Bryce is telling her that he is really, really sad. And I'm excited to see Bryce and Trinity get back together, because this is the recoupling episode, so I am excited to see them get back together. Seeing Trinity cry and seeing Bryce cry, and then they're kind of, I'll be glad when they're back together. I think that they just need to go ahead and close it off and just be together. But I also don't want them to close off, because they send them off to the hideaway and you don't get to see them on the show, and I need to see Trinity for the rest of the time that Love Island is on, or I'm just going to be bored. But he misses Trinity, and he's telling Sydney that. Then over in the villa, we get a conversation. All the girls are talking. They're all saying that they're conflicted about their decisions, which I feel like all of them should have gave the other guys a chance. So I don't know what they're conflicted about, but they're conflicted. Corbin, Caleb, and Sin are having a conversation, and Sin is saying that he is conflicted. Anyway, I don't even know what to say about him saying that he's Alright, whatever. He literally says in this conversation that he has been away from Melanie for 3 days, and he almost forgot what she looked like until he saw the picture of her with someone else. What in the act... What are we talking about? What are you talking about? And then he's going to say, it's a good thing. How is that a good thing? It took you 3 days to forget what the girl that you're supposed to be falling for looked like. Anyway, he almost forgot what she looked like. I can't even remember what happened at this point, but all I put is Tierra hush. Oh, I think that this is when everybody is oh, I think, okay, I don't actually know. It just says Tierra hush because she was getting on my nerves the whole episode. But what I think that meant was we get a scene and you see all the Casa girls talking, and because Amora essentially walks by Sin and them talking, and Sin is saying how he's got a connection, and more than one connection essentially. And Sydney is pretty much like, she's looking hesitant about, like, she knows that he's full of shit. But Tierra chimes in, is like, because she said they had 3 weeks together, and Tierra's like, they had 3 weeks of drama and blah, 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 blah. And I think that's why I said Tierra hush, but it honestly could have been anything, because everything she was saying the entire episode, I was just like, girl, please hush. Corey plans this cute date for Melanie. Now, this is actually what Melanie needs. This is really what she needs. Now, I wish Melanie would pick Corey. I know that she's not going to, but I think that her getting, she wasn't really paired up with him, but her exploring him at least is showing her that other people have interest, because I feel like the problem with this villa is that everybody locked in so quickly that I felt like it was like forcing everybody to try to make it work within their couples. And a lot of these people aren't compatible. A lot of these couples could have been rearranged a little bit, and I think it would have gave us a little bit more. But I think that's what happened in those situations, or in the Melanie and Sincere situation. So I think her talking to another guy and just seeing that she is desired by someone else, and someone will do the nice things, and she won't have to go through all of the drama and trauma and love bombing and all of that she's going through with Sincere. I think that's good, even though she's not going to pick Corey. I do think that it was nice that he did that, and I do think it's nice for her to see that there are men out there that will actually do it. I personally haven't met him, but there are. He did it for her. So, they actually, he plans a date. He gets her a little, like, picnic outside. They're eating. It's very, very cute. Then you get a shot of the girls in the dressing room, and it's like they're looking out the window. I guess he set this up like literally right outside their dressing room, so they're all just like right in the window watching all of this happen. But cute date. They kiss. I think if he would have came in earlier, like I said before, they closed, everybody was so coupled up so quickly. It's hard to say even if the bombshells had came in slightly earlier, if it could have made a difference in how things panned out. I think the only thing that could have made a difference would have been like different people being like the core people. I'm sorry if you guys hear my dogs. I have little puppies and they're doing their thing right now. So then, oh yeah, we get a shot of Dylan. He also planned a date for Kinsey. His is a massage date, which I feel like is, of course, very fitting, because Kinsey, her love language is definitely physical touch. I don't know what she said it was, but it is definitely physical touch, because she's got to be all over everybody. And her and Dylan seem to be hitting it off. She's telling him she's very into it. He's planning the dates. He's doing all the things. But then Kinsey is in the confessional saying that she is still interested in Gal. And I don't know. I don't know. I do see how Gal could be, I do see how he could be interesting, but also I think that, I don't know. I think that Kinsey I think that she enjoys having the attention of multiple men. Then we get Gal and Jen have a conversation, and from this conversation, it definitely seems like, I don't know if it's there's something about the vibe, but it just seems like Jen likes Gal more than he likes her. I don't know how to explain it. It's just something in the way that he acts. It's very casual, and that kind of sucks because she's also been connecting with Ronnie, but you can tell that she is going to pick Gal. Even though I think Ronnie would have been a better choice because I think if he could be with Kinsey, I think that he likes Kinsey more than Jen. And I think Jen knows that too. Shay and Kata are talking. I feel like she's trying. I know she's going to pick Zach, but I do think that she's giving it her best shot. Trinity and Ronnie have a conversation. This was weird. I don't even really know why he pulled her, but he's just like, hey, how did you feel about the picture? I don't really think from the picture that Trinity would necessarily be concerned because it was clearly in a challenge and it was only the feet thing. So I don't think that she was necessarily concerned. I mean, I'm sure that she had doubt in her mind just because you never know what could happen, but I don't think the picture in particular made her feel the same kind of way that it did the other girls. But she tells Ronnie she really likes Bryce, and I think that we can all see that she does like Bryce. So there's that. Kinsey and Gal, Jen says that she's confused and she feels like Kinsey just likes having options. And I agree with that because it doesn't really even make sense that Kinsey would be into Gal. She, like, her type is all over the place. She wants a country guy. Now she wants a surfer. It's just, like I said before, I think man is just her type, honestly. But I feel like Jen should just have a conversation with Kinsey, but it's like they're like dancing around having conversations with other people, and I'm like, I feel like you just need to tell her, like, hey, but I think Kinsey does kind of know because, like, anytime that they talk about it, she's like, well, this is about us, so I don't think she minds stepping on Jen's toes if it's for what she wants, but I'm not convinced that Gal is what she wants. Anaya and Carl, they talk, and I just really like Carl. I think that he's a nice guy. He seems to really like Anaya. He seems sweet, but you can clearly tell this episode had so many, it had so much foreshadowing. Like, you could just tell who everybody was going to pick. There was really no surprises, and as much as I wanted to believe that she would pick Carl, she wasn't picking Carl. You just knew that she wasn't going to pick Carl, so that was sad. Sin talks to Tierra, and he says that he thinks that she is better for Casey, Sin says that Casey is different with her. Like, he's been happier. He seems, more of himself, which, if this is you're not making a good case for him, Sincere, because if this is who he really is, I don't know. This is who he really is. He's just, see, this is why I don't be liking those, this is why when I said in the earlier episodes that I don't like men that are jokey. And it's because a lot of times they'll tell jokes that aren't actually a joke, but then they'll just frame it as, haha, I was just joking. But they're not joking. So they'll say, like, harmful stuff and be doing, like, little things to get under your skin, but they'll be like, oh, I was smiling. You just mad at me because I like to joke a little. I just don't like to be so serious. You know when to be serious. I seen you been seriously over there up between Tierra's legs. Seriously. Ugh, gross. Ugh, he grosses me out so bad. I could just see it now. He's going to come out and go on the Vile Files and just be, like, spewing so much red pill content. Ugh, God. Anyway, after the conversation with Sin and Tierra, Anaya, Corey, Kata, they're all talking. And then all of a sudden a text comes in, and the text lets them know that there's going to be a recoupling. They give us a shot over into Casa Amor, and Bryce is visibly worried, which, Bryce, don't worry. Yo girl she is waiting for you, sir. Turn that frown upside down. Then we get conversations shown between the couples. It's just kind of going back and forth between the villa and Casa, and it's just showing all the different couples, and they're kind of having the conversations, reassurance conversations, and just trying to fill each other out, see where everyone's head's at. Then we get a shot of Ariana. She's entering the villa. Ariana is in the villa. She looked good. Ariana looks good. I really think that they lightened the brown in her hair, and I think it looks much better. I mean, she's always the baddest, but, I think that lightening the hair a little bit was a good choice. So then she's got all the girls sitting around the fire. This is the official recoupling. This is when it gets good. So everybody, the girls are sitting down around the fireplace or around the fire pit. They have the guys that they've been coupled up with for the last 3 days. They've got them lined up, and they go one by one with the girls, asking each girl if they want to stay in the couple that they're in, or if they want to take a chance on their other couple from before coming back. If they chose to bring somebody back, they would end up being single and vulnerable. So they start going down through the girls. The first girl to go is Jen, and Jen picks Gal. She gives a nice little speech, and she picks Gal. She wasn't with anybody before, so they're automatically a couple. Boom, we're in there. Then the next couple, they bring in Caleb and Jaden. Now, this is where stuff starts getting good, because as the girls from the villa are saying stuff, they let Caleb know and Jaden know that the whole first challenge when they came in was live streamed. That the girls saw the entire thing. They heard raw, uncut footage of what was going on over there in Casa Amor. Caleb looks visibly shook, even though it doesn't even have anything to do with him. He looks visibly shook. He's like, you could see his face turning red, his neck turning a little red. Even Jaden, her eyes were getting bigger. I mean, if possible, they looked a little bigger. So that's going on, and they're just letting him know, like, yeah, we've seen everything. The next person to go is Kinsey, okay? Kinsey says that Corbin is a player, and oh yeah, it's weird that I'm like, Kinsey went before Kata, but I guess so. Okay, so Kinsey goes, and she's pretty much saying that Corbin is a player. He's a piece of shit. and like, that's like direct quote right there. She's saying all this, so she decides that she is going to stay with Dylan. Then Corbin enters in to the villa with Pramita. And this is pure cinema right here. This is so freaking good, because I did not expect them to react like this. See, last season, like, whenever Olandria and Shelly like finally said their piece and everybody, like, the internet was going crazy, I always thought that was insane, because I was like, they didn't say enough. There were so many times in that villa where I felt like Olandria or Shelly should have been showing their whole entire ass, but they were just too classy for that. They were just both too classy for that. So whenever they did their little bit last year and everybody was jumping on them saying that they were mean girls, that they were doing all this and that, I thought that was absolutely insane, because I'm like, y'all could have never survived watching New York on TV. To this day, anything that Tiffany Pollard is in, I am 100% watching. I am a fan, because she gives me TV. She does not hold back. That's what I miss about TV, and that's what we got right here. This was so good because as soon as Corbin GPT and Pramita walk in, boo, boo, he doesn't even go here, boo. Oh my God, I loved it so much. I was cracking up. You could tell that Pramita was like clearly uncomfortable. You know, she wanted to stand by her man, stand by her man. She was essentially, she was they were kind of arguing. We get a little bit of argument between Kinsey, even though I think that I respect how Corbin reacted to the situation as opposed to how we will see later with KC and Tiara. I much prefer, like, yeah, Corbin made his choice and he may have had a few things to say. I don't know why Pramita was saying anything. Girl, you've been here for 2 seconds and trust me, you don't even have to unpack those bags because you will never get a vote from me, honey. I'm sorry. Y'all aren't touching that money. The way that these couples are set up right now, I thought that I might like some of the Casa girls and then it would give me somebody else to root for. The way that this is set up, y'all are going to make me vote for Zach and Kata and them. Well, I mean, I'm voting for Trinity and Bryce. But my order will not have any of y'all in it. I'm sorry. I don't even know what. Anyway, boo, boo, boo. They're going back and forth. They're going back and forth. I love this. This was great. I don't know why Pramita was getting into it. I knew that I didn't like her before, but then this definitely didn't make me like her. She is just very male-centered, and you can tell. And the way that she was talking, like, oh, he's just one of the boys. He was just thinking with his dick. Like, and that's the man you want? You want a man that just whenever he's with his boys, oh, he can just think with his dick. Girl, that man had left you on red before, and now because you're on TV throwing cat, now boys will be boys. Girl, that is going to bite you in that. If that's the kind of man you want, then that's the kind of man you shall receive. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Kata's next. She decides that she's going to stay loyal to Zach, of course. I really wanted her to pick Shay, at least bring him back for some razzle dazzle, but she didn't. This is the part that's weird. Zach comes by himself, and I feel like he gets so much praise in this situation, like gets off so easily. I feel like somebody needs to let her know that Wings went home because of the racial comment. Like, Zach didn't fully get tested. You know what I'm saying? It's not like if Zach would have had multiple girls wanting to talk to him, or if the girl that he was talking to wouldn't have been sent out of the villa, like, I think that this would have been a little bit of a different conversation. But whatever. I think that they need to tell Kata it's not like he didn't do his big one. That girl got sent home. I mean, he was probably going to pick Kata either way, but I still just think that I don't think that he should get off on it just being like, oh yeah, I just 100% picked you and I sent that girl home. No, that girl went packing days ago. He goes next, and she decides that she is going to stay with Sin. And Sin comes back alone without Amora. This is exactly what I thought would happen. I knew that they were both going to be with each other. And I mean, at this point, I think that, like, that's fine. You could tell that Melanie was nervous, like, that he was going to come back with the other girl because she just knows how he is. And now she knows from all the people that came in afterwards what he was doing before. So he comes, you know, he's smiling, he's all excited, you know, he's got the hair down. I think Sincere is so cute. I really do. He is, you know, he's got the hair down. He's so excited. And as soon as she knows that they're back locked in, I feel like Ariana's like, y'all are now a couple. Melanie just went off. She cussed him out for everything that she was worth. She's like, I don't even know who this man is. That was great. I think that he deserved it. I'm not sure why she still didn't just go ahead and bring Corey back and then cuss him out, but we knew that they were going to pick each other anyway, but at least I'm glad that she said something. If Corey didn't get to come back, at least she said something. Oh, this was so crazy. Like after Sincere and Melanie went, I think it had like went to commercial break or something like in between theirs. And Ian on the thing, he said, "Oh, and we're back, and right now we're deciding, but Melanie is deciding if she's going to stay loyal to Sincere. So we're gonna find out if he's gonna break her heart now or later." When I tell you, like the whether it be Ariana, whether it be Ian, the people that is coming in, like every single person like in the show has been trying to like let these girls know, because I'm telling you, like Ariana, she pretty much went and got filled up a yacht full of men and was just like, all of these men are essentially here for Anaya, okay? Everybody has been trying to let Anaya know, like, you are set up. I said it in the beginning. She looks like she got set up to be the sweetheart of the season. They are trying to get you with a man. They are trying to give you your princess story. It was supposed to be Melanie picks Sin. They go off on each other. Whatever. So then we get, oh, this was so cute. I had a little tear in my eye, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it was so cute. We get to see Trinity, and we knew that she's been sleeping outside in Soul Ties. We knew that she was going to stand for her man, and she's wearing this beautiful butter yellow, like her skin is beautiful, everything. And then they call Bryce, and you know that he's coming back alone too. He walks around the corner. And whenever he realizes like that she's alone, because he's stressed, he is completely convinced himself that he's just going to go out there, lay it all on the line, be by himself, and just be like, I wanted to be with you. He's just going to do the whole thing. So whenever he walks around and he finally sees that she's standing there by herself waiting for him, he literally takes off running toward her, and they're matching. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute. This is so cute. After this, I had to go and get on Threads, because I'm like, yo, I need the Nicolandria feeling. I need to watch some edits. So I had to go and get on Threads, because I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. Just love. Anyway. So they're back together. It was very, very cute. I really enjoyed seeing them come back together. So then, this is where everything starts to go down. This is oh God, this was so hard to watch. So Anaya is standing there, and we have Carl, and Carl is just looking like her Prince Charming. This is the Cinderella, the Brandy version. Oh, it's so cute. You just know she looks beautiful. Her hair looks good. Her body looks good. The burgundy looks great on her. Everything is good. But you just know, you can tell the lingering feeling in the air that she is just going to do the dumbest shit ever. And then she stands up there at that fire pit. Oh, I'm gonna have to make it quick, y'all. I know y'all heard that lightning, thunder. But she stands up there at that fire pit, and she lets our good sir Carl down easy, and lets him know that she wants to be with Casey. And then we know what happens next. Casey rounds that corner with Tiara. They both have smug looks on their face, and as they approach that couch, you know it's about to go down. Emotions are running high. Everybody is yelling, and Casey has the nerve to say, "This doesn't have anything to do with Anaya. This is about me." As if he's ever done anything that had to do with Anaya. Even him being with her in the beginning was self-preservation. It was survival. He hasn't done one thing for Anaya. Why in the hell are you still holding on to that girl not knowing you? He was like, she didn't pick me in the beginning. And I was so glad when Trinity was like, we didn't know you. Thank you. They didn't know you, and they still don't know you, because you turned out to be a complete and total piece of shit. Which I think Anaya was seeing it. I really think that she was seeing it. But I think everybody, like the back and forth of him being like denying what people were saying, and him saying something different to her than what he was telling to the guys. I think that she was she didn't really know what was going on there, but I honestly think that Casey was playing the whole time. And then TT, she just starts getting loud and she's like arguing with the girls. And in first, Trinity is like real respectful with her. She's like, I'm not talking to you. But then she's like, oh, but I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm TT. I'm TT. I'm TT. Girl, TT, walk out the way that you came and go ahead and get that bag and just go ahead and get an Escalade and go to the airport, baby. Because you going home. You already know when Trinity said, get her out of here. You already know we stand for Trinity. You were going home. I mean, either way, you was going home because you decided to pair up with KC. And he did what he did to Anaya, even though Anaya's annoying as hell. She's core 4, but now I guess I feel like it's got to be core 5 because the way that Kinsey was going off in this moment, because this is another thing. In this moment, you can see a cutaway in, because it's getting heated. Like, Tiara's like, are you going to shut me up? Are you going to shut me up, Trinity? Bitch. Like, you can tell it was getting, Bryce is looking like, ooh, I kind of like this a little bit spicy. He probably going to let her see it again tonight. But either way, it was getting intense. And you can tell at one part they kind of clip away. And then Ariana comes back on and she's just like, this is it for the night. You guys be nice to each other, blah, 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 blah. But people online notice that if you look at the shot that Kinsey is missing and Melanie is missing. And you get Anaya saying, oh, is this baddie? So I'm assuming that they had to get Melanie and Kinsey out of the shot because they was going so hard for Anaya. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I think TT was doing too much. I think her time is up. I think that she just need to get out the villa. I really hope that you enjoy Casey. I hope that y'all have a strong connection, but y'all ain't getting no money from it. So I really do. I hope that works out for you. I really do. Because I don't know what that was. And Permita? Ooh, let me hurry up and wrap this up. It is thundering like crazy. And Permita, you're going home too. I'm sorry, sister. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, I also saw online about Permita. I saw that people said that she also had a leak of like some racist text messages. This is becoming like a bigger problem. Like, this is becoming a bigger issue. Like, this is almost too much. It makes the show almost unenjoyable because you never know if you never know if a person is going to be like, in the show one day and out the next. And it really messes up the flow of the show when these people get removed, whether we like them or not. It does kind of throw off the vibe. So I don't know if some people said that. I think that some people had tried to say that they were like AI. I don't really know if they're AI. I don't know what's going on. But I guess we'll see. I mean, her and Corbin, they can both go. He can leave with his girl. And he can take Casey and Tiara with him. But either way, that was episode 21 of Love Island. Tonight is Saturday, so it is After Sun. And then Sunday night, we will be back with the first episode after that complete and total. That was such a good episode. I'm probably going to watch it again tonight because it was just so good. It was long last night and I had gotten home late. I stayed up until like 3 a.m. watching the show because it was long. It was like an hour and a half, but I might watch it again tonight because it was really, really good. Just see if there was anything that I missed. But yeah, you guys, I loved it and I can't wait for Sunday night to see what's going to happen. So we will be back then. I hope you guys have a great weekend. This has been What's Done in the Dark Tea. Do me a favor and like and subscribe, follow, do all the things. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.